Hello. Hi everyone. I turned the music down. It's very beaty. It's making me want to dance. How is everyone tonight? You can hear me okay? Let me move this keyboard out of the way. Okay. Hi everyone. So many people here. I won't say hi to everyone, but I can see lots of people here. My mouse isn't working. That's weird. Hi from Denmark, Germany. Where else is everyone from? Australia. Quebec. That's Canada, right? Belgium. Some people I'm sure from England. Very nice. Florida. Oh, lovely. Sweden, Romania. Kendo. Hey, Mandy. Minnesota, Michigan. Nice. Okay, guys. Is the music's okay and everything? I don't know how much you can hear of it. I turned it down. It's really tricky. If you guys watch my live streams like from last year, you know I always struggle with the music. Hungry. I'm hungry too, Annie. I did just have dinner, but I might have some dessert after this. It's a hungry joke. Alright, let's get going. So we're going to do the Northern Potoo tonight, or the Potoo. The Northern Potoo. I keep calling him a Potoo. 1 O, and then 2 O's. Potoo, I think. Wish I was someplace cool, just the US. I think the US is pretty cool. Alright, so tonight I have prepared, and I've got all of them ready in a tab, which should be nice. I'm going to turn the music down a bit. Oh, the music is so annoying. I had to put on the free shit, and it's just, I just hate it so much. Okay. Last week we didn't have music, but I just also feel like that's weird as well. Annie's never heard that joke before. Awesome. Well, first time tonight, first time for everything. How am I feeling? I'm feeling better, thanks. I've still got a bit of a cough, so I may have to pause in like a couple times to cough, but apart from that, I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I mean, I had to start work on Monday, so mentally not all there, but physically I'm doing well. How's everyone else? We're gonna get going. So let's get some. I'm gonna try and do the final tonight. I'm not sure how far we're gonna get, because when I start nattering, I do take a lot longer, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, so what paper am I using right now? I'm using the Pith sketchbook, and then I'll show you the paper in a sec when we get onto the final. I'll show it to you now, just in case I forget. This paper here, Data Brownie Aquafine Smooth Watercolor Paper, A3, and then I cut it down to size. So the lighting isn't the best. I don't know why, it's always kind of like low contrast, but ow. And I cut my, I don't know if you can see that. I cut my thumb and I keep catching it on my finger. I think I opened it up again. Ow. I didn't know how, I just did the other day. Alright, so I'm just gonna look for some colors for this guy. He's kind of grey brown. Where's my pencils there? Yeah, this bird is so fun. That's why we wanted to put him on the shortlist so everyone can have a go. He is really very funny bird. I like him a lot. Ooh, that's a nice dark colour, isn't it? That dark grey. Alright, I think we'll start from here and then yellow for the eyes. Cool. I used to use the textured one. Yeah, the paper's really nice actually. I got it during the 3 materials drawing challenge. It was recommended. I was on the I forgot, I think it was Naomi. I was on her Patreon and she recommended it, and I got it for buy one get one free, so basically half price, which is pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna start drawing, guys, because that's just what we do, right? I haven't drawn all day. Actually, is that a lie? I think I drew this morning. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I haven't drawn all day. So I'm gonna do some warm-ups. just warm-up sketches. And this guy has the potential to be hilarious. So that's kind of what I'm aiming. I mean, I've seen so many amazing birds on Instagram today already with this guy. He is so funny. And I want to also make him really derpy and really silly. So I'm probably going to try and exaggerate him a little bit. Like, this first one will probably just be a bit boring, but we're going to try and exaggerate him a little bit. And instead of doing one at a time, I'm actually gonna, no, we'll do one at a time. I was gonna do all of the pens and all of the markers, and then do all the pencils on top, but I think I'll do one by one, because that way I'll warm up, and then hopefully they'll get a little bit more stylized and exaggerated as we go. So yeah, how's everyone? How's your, if you're back at work, how's your first week at work? Bit of a tongue twister, week at work. My week's been really busy so far. I don't know why everyone has to come back in January and just like want everything. You'd think they would want a break. I don't know, like a longer break, but I guess not. This guy looks like a Muppet, do you guys think? And I love how his eyes are all like this. It's just so silly. Dealing with sciatica. Ouch. That doesn't sound good. I don't actually know what I'm doing. This bird, the problem is he is really funny looking, but he doesn't really have much, like especially in this picture, he doesn't really have much to go on. Like in other pictures you can see his whole body, but I don't know. This may just be one that I was hoping would be really good, but I might just not work out, but we'll see. We'll keep going. It's only the first one. I might do some, like, what are those things? Like, blind contours, because they're always fun. I like the pink. Yeah, the pink was fun. I just reached for it. He obviously doesn't have pink on him, but sometimes I just randomly reach for things. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Like these eyes, I think could be definitely a lot brighter. Like neon, you know. Oh, I have neon. They remind me of owls. I know they I don't know if they are in the owl. They're not in the owl family. They're in their own family, but I'm sure they must be related to owls somehow. And in the book, I'll get the book actually. It's on the floor behind me. Give me a sec. So in the book, the big book here, All the Birds of the World, they are next to the nightjars, which we did last year, and they're after frogmouths. So it says here, order Caprimulgiformes. If anyone is a bird doctor, an ornithologist, let us know what this means. But yeah, it goes frogmouths, potoos, nightjars. There's a lot of nightjars, guys. There's so many nightjars. And then it goes into owls, owlet, nightjars, and then I'm sure it will go into, it doesn't go into owls, it goes into swifts. So yeah, I mean, they look like owls. I don't know if they are. But they do look a little bit like owls. Okay, let's move on because I'm not a big fan of this picture. This one's the same. Let's do a different one. Okay, so this one here is kind of like from the side, which isn't, like, you don't get the fun look of the bird's head, but you do get the more of the body shape. But maybe we could do, like a smush them together, you know? Smush the two ideas together. So I'm gonna do like a blind contour. I can see my page. Again, I said this last week, remember? But I can like barely see it. It's just off to the side. And they always look like they're smiling too, don't they? What is this? Sounds like a Christmas song. Can you guys still hear the music? Like hardly. Let me just see if I can make it a bit louder. Because if I make it louder on here, then I don't have to listen to it. Don't actually know how to do it though. Gain, maybe? Yeah, gain. See that? Tell me if that's any louder. If it's not, we'll just leave it as it is. How do you pick the birds? Well, me and Birdie normally pick, well, we've been picking them for the last 3 years together. And obviously Birdie made the challenge, so she did the first one. And then the first time that I hosted, we were like co-hosting, and I basically just sent her some birds that I liked. But then last year and the year before, it was kind of half and half. So this year I picked a whole bunch of birds that I liked, and then she sent me some birds that she liked, and then we had to eliminate some of them. So obviously we're trying to get like a good mix of different birds. So there's a bird of prey, there's an owl, there's some ducks, there's some garden birds, some tropical birds. And I'm not a big fan of tropical birds. Like, they're lovely as a bird, but I'm not like into drawing them much. I find them quite difficult. So even though I'm not like, it's not just birds that I like, it's birds that I think, you know, so we can get a nice mix. And then we have to go through and order them to make sure that they're not, two birds aren't the same next to each other, so that you get a colourful bird next to a black and white bird, you know, next to like a solid coloured bird. It takes quite a few iterations to kind of get the list looking good, and then you have to like eliminate some as you go. But basically how I pick them is, first of all, I just pick the birds that I want to draw. Like, so maybe I've seen a new bird, or there's a bird that I really want to draw. So I'll put those in the list, and then any birds that I've seen, like on Instagram or, you know, TikTok or anything that look cool. And then sometimes I'll just go in and I'll Google, you know, like world's most beautiful ducks or something. Yeah, and that's how we do that. I'm gonna try and put his eyes here like this, see? Christmas is over, no more Christmas songs. Yeah, I don't think it was a Christmas song, but it was it reminded me of Christmas. I love how you're so confident with your lines. Yeah, I try not to use the eraser. I use it sometimes, but very rarely, especially in my sketchbook. Like I don't like this page so far. I don't like this sketch. I mean, this is just a silly sketch. I'm not a big fan of this. I think we're gonna have to do a couple of pages actually. I can actually show you a sneak peek of tomorrow's bird that I'm gonna post. This one here, I haven't shown this to anyone yet. I didn't like this page either. I'm just not a big fan of, like I said, tropical birds. I know, I'm mean, aren't I? Thanks for explaining, no worries. I'm thinking of asking Birdie next year, maybe we can do like, get birds that have been suggested from people. I think that would be cool. The problem is like not all the birds are going to be picked, because like I mentioned, it does go through quite a process. And also a lot of people sometimes suggest birds that we've already done. So I actually made a big Excel spreadsheet this year, which has all the birds from all the past challenges, so we can double check that we haven't used them, because I've added birds to last year's list and this year's list that we used before that I forgot about. So I'm only human after all. Oh, this one's cool, isn't it? This flying one here. Oh, I do like this one. Look at this little face. Okay. Ow! And Sana. Hi, Sana. Just popped in. Hi, Teresa. Do you say Teresa or Teresa? I've been calling you Teresa in my head, but let me know. Let me know and I'll tell off the voices in my head. Okay, we're going to try and make this one a little bit more nicer. Like, not nicer, but you know, something that I like. Will you be doing a zine this year? Yeah, I'm sure I will. I didn't do one last year actually. I need to do my one from last year, but someone asked this question last week, and I haven't even done the one from last year yet. So my plan was to get all these birds done in December and then work on the zine and then do all the originals so everything was ready by the end of the month so I could do a big Etsy. The first is more like Portuguese, that's what I thought, like Teresa, yeah, because I'm just thinking like, I know that you're not from Spain, but when I lived in Spain, that's how they pronounced it. And I figured it's close enough that the pronunciation may be similar. Okay, oh, this is a very dark color, don't know why. Sometimes they still have dark on them from when I've been blending it in. I think this one's just a darker color though. The Ecoline brush pens are really weird. Like sometimes the colors don't look anything at all like what? Like look at that. That doesn't look anything like that, does it? Okay. I think this one could be a really nice one to do actually. Only problem is fitting this shape onto a square, because I decided to, like, he's obviously not on the sketchbook right now. He's off the sketchbook, but I think all of these little stripes and his feathers could be really nice to do. Didn't know you lived in Spain. Yeah, I lived there for like 2.5, 3 years. I lived in Barcelona teaching English in schools, and then I tried to get a job the third summer. After the third summer, I went home and I tried to get a job for the next school year, but I couldn't find one. I found one up in the north of Spain, and then I started to look elsewhere for different jobs, and I got a job as an au pair in Tenerife. So I lived in Tenerife for 6 months. I was meant to be there for a year, but I quit after 6 months because it turns out I actually don't like other people's children. And it was really difficult. It was such a difficult job. I wasn't that young, but I was like in my mid-20s, I guess. And it just wasn't for me. So I left and I came back home to England, and I went back to uni to get my master's degree, and then I've now I'm working since then. Yeah, it was difficult being an au pair. Tenerife was amazing though. I'd love to go back there again. I actually wanted to live there for a while, like move out there, but I think that's a lot difficult now with Brexit, you know, moving abroad. I think this is cool with these stripes, nice. Is everyone drawing a bird today? Or I know that's a lot, some of you aren't doing Birbfest, maybe you're just watching to like hang out, but let me know if you've drawn today's bird, if you're drawing along, what you're doing. I'm always interested to know what people are doing. And I made a joke every single time I streamed the last year, that 1 week someone was going to be watching the stream while they're washing their dog. So I'm still waiting for the day that someone's washing their dog. Let me know if you are. What was your degree? I got a master's in 3D animation. So I got a job in 3D animation, and then I went, got a job in 3D. 3D, it wasn't really animation, it was kind of like VR. More modeling, making like e-learning. And then I got a job doing VR stuff, and I slowly segued into motion design, which is kind of like more 2D animation. And now that's what I do for a job. Just watched a movie on Netflix about a volcano erupting and affecting Tenerife. Yeah, that was La Palma, right? That was the 4-part TV show. That got so much hate in the reviews. I actually loved it. I'm drawing along with you, but I've already posted for today. Nice. Well, you guys are on time and on schedule. I'm sketching birds 12 onwards, ready for Procreate. Whoa. Mandy, are you all the way up to bird 12? Is that what you're saying? That's crazy. I'm like 2 days behind still. It's because I want to post my process videos as well. and I don't want to post so much, and so I want to post two times for each bird. So I don't want to post like 6 times in a day, you know? That's just annoying. No one's gonna like that. Every day a burb. Yep. I already did some pencil drawings and now I'm using watercolor. Very cool. I don't have any patience for watercolor. I do have some watercolor though that I should try and use this year. I love this guy. Look at him. He's like he's smiling. He's so cute. Using this pencil that I absolutely hate. I don't know why I'm using it. Problem with this is I don't understand what is happening with his mouth. So I think he has a really wide beak. So when he opens, it's like this, right? But how do you draw that is my question. And he's got like a little nose here, but it's just really weird to draw. And I'm still gonna draw him looking off to the side because I think it's just funny. Hey April, hey hon! Just watching as I wrestled the 7-year-old in the bath. He won. The dog would have been easier. Nice. I'm sketching sandwich turns instead of today's bird. Not a problem. Sandwich turns are so lovely. I think they were in last year's Birbfest. Maya, is it Maya with a J? Drawing with my 7-year-old son. So cool. I hope you guys are both having fun. It's really fun to see some people have their kids' drawings on Instagram when they draw with them, and I always think that children are natural artists. And if I can just draw like a child, I'll be very happy. It's basically what I aim for every time I pick up my pencil. Be more child. Although I'm not enjoying this pencil. It's the Castle Earth. If you guys know it, this one here. See if my autofocus works. No, it's not gonna work. There it is. Castle Earth is like this brown. It's a nice color, but it has this really weird chalky texture. It's kind of gross. I am watching you, Laurie. That is terrifying. I'm happy that you're watching me, but also I'm also scared. I feel like really under pressure now. It's gonna be fine. Just the roughs. I'm running out of characters. Oh, okay. Well, if you need a hand, let me know. I can brainstorm with you. Just watching the company and trying to end a sticker design. To end it, like to finish one. Castle Earth is a weird one. It is, isn't it? I don't like it. I'm never buying it again. I've been trying to get rid of it for months now. Look, he has some kind of blue in his feathers, right? Over here. It's kind of cool. I do really like this pose. I'm just not sure if I can fit it on a page. And also, I don't like that face. Maybe it's because his eyes aren't dark enough. Okay, well, we'll move on. That's my aim too. My son's artwork is awesome. Cozy Journaler, just came home, so hurried to get to my desk because I got some new art supplies today and really need to test them. Nice. I got some new art supplies for Christmas and I still haven't used them yet. Alright, moving on. Oh, this is the guy who looks... See, this you know how in that video there was a frog, in that book I was showing you there was a frog mouth? This here looks like what I would imagine a frog mouth would look like, that huge mouth that opens up. It's so weird, isn't it? It doesn't even look like a bird at that point. It looks like a snake. Something. Alright, well, we're going to draw him anyway. Remember two eyes again. Because the eyes are the best part about this bird. Let me see. I am, you got an illness. That's fine. I understand. I was just joking about, being nervous that you're watching me. Don't worry. Oh, this is not working out. This bird is so weird. I don't know if I can make this bird, like, other people have made him look really cool, but I'm just a bit nervous that I'm not going to be able to. Because he is just such a weirdo. Like, in the best way. But it's like the nightjar. If anyone did Birbfest last year, the nightjar, I was really not looking forward to doing. But then he turned out to be so cool. I was kind of hoping this bird would be like that. I started with only one luminance and I got the Castle Earth colour because I needed some browns. I couldn't work out why everyone loved them so much. So, okay, yeah, the Castle Earth, if that was your second crayon, that would be unfortunate. Because if I had only bought a Castle Earth, the colour, I probably wouldn't have gone back to them either. Look at this guy. It's so weird. We're gonna definitely do another page because I'm not feeling this so far. I do really like the stripy tails though, the tail feathers. Hi Wendy! Wendy's here everyone. Okay, let's go over to this page. I feel like when I'm on stream as well, I don't draw as well because I'm a bit like, you know, I get stage fright. Just to give myself an excuse there. Sassy, hi Sassy. This bird is hilarious. Ah, he is funny, isn't he? And Diana's working. That's right. Diana, I also bunked off work for an hour today or so. Don't tell my boss. Raw umber. Okay, let's try this one. See, I've kind of been jumping around the colours because I'm not quite sure on the colours yet that I want to use. Let's get serious though, okay? Let's get serious now. I'm just going to use this colour, and then bright yellow. That's all. We gotta get serious now because if we can't find a nice pose, we're gonna be in trouble. Dark English green is the same texture, kind of chalky, is it? I think I have dark English green. It's in here. Let's try it. Okay. It's not as bad. I've lost the other one now. Yeah, it's not as bad, but it does have a little bit of a chalky texture. Get serious. Yeah, I'm gonna get serious. Don't tell me twice. I forgot what we were doing. Drawing a bird, April. Oh yeah. I can't believe it's Wednesday. Like, I can't believe it's not already the weekend. That's how I feel that this week has gone so far. I'm tired already, guys. I need another holiday. This guy's face though, it's kind of like, I need to just draw the outline a little bit here. Okay, there we go. And the eyes. It's like his eyes are close together. Maybe that's why his eyeballs are one in one direction, because his eyes are too close together. This is the weirdest looking bird, but I found a reference where he looks just unimpressed and I thought it was perfect. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Wendy, you're doing the short one, aren't you? That's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Are you doing it in oil pastel as oil paint as well? I'm just looking for another dark colour, guys. Of my Neo colours, but here we go. He looks like a derpy calico cat. Should draw cat ears on here, that would be fun. Right, little eyeball, big eyeball. I definitely like him with his mouth closed like this. Okay. Are you doing any fun things at the weekend? Probably not, Mandy, to be honest. We really wanted to go for a hike, but I think it's going to be cloudy now. If it was like it was today, it would have been amazing hiking today. Like up in the mountains. It would have been cold, but it would have been amazing. But I think as these things go, by the weekend, it's just cloudy or rainy. So, I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest. Are you doing anything nice? I was just going to say I was going to catch up on work, but I do that every weekend. Catch up on work. And I don't actually catch up on anything. I just end up watching movies. I just tell myself I'm catching up on work so I don't have to do anything. Okay, let's use a little bit of blue. I think a little bit of blue might be nice down here. I know that he isn't blue, guys. Like, I know that, but I still think it might be nice. More holidays, yes. Open, this time I'm doing the shortlist. That's really cool, Wendy. What is this song again? Can you guys hear this? Gotta find some new music for these streams. Alright, I do like his random lines and dots though. I think that's kind of fun. The problem with this as well is that it's not going to fit on a square. I need a bird that will fit on a square nicely, you know. Alright, let's finish that one. Let's move on. This little guy's fun. I don't want to do just a head though. I think it's kind of weird to do just a head. This guy reminds me of the Nightjar with his little eyebrows that look like bat ears. So Martin is out again because it's Wednesday, so he's at photo club. And he walked into town and I was a bit worried that he was going to fall because we went out at lunchtime and it was very slippery outside. So he doesn't like the cold. He's not like me at all. I don't love the cold, but I don't get hot very often. And he had on about 5 layers. And he looked like a cartoon character, you know, like if a cartoon had dressed up in a lot of layers and looked like a stuffed, the tire man, the Michelin man. That's what he looked like. So if he does fall over, he'll probably just bounce. But because he's out tonight, he's not gonna be back till like 11:30 probably. So I'm gonna watch a film after this, I think. I've been on a bit of a film spree at the moment. Instead of TV shows, I've been enjoying films. I'm like Martin, yeah, he I really feel bad for him sometimes because I do tend to turn all the heating down in the house a lot. And then he's really cold, but I'm just saving us money, electricity money. Any good film recommendations? I've been watching a lot of films, like older films that I've already seen before. Sometimes I just get into a comfort. I want to be comforted. I want to like be in my comfort zone. I don't want to watch anything new because just in case they're bad. So I've been watching a lot of horror films because that's also my comfort zone. It also makes me cozy and happy to watch horror films, which I know is a bit weird. So last night I watched The Descent. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's like this, it's from the 2000s, early 2000s, about these 6 women. They go on a cave-in holiday, and they get lost in the cave, and then there's like creatures in the cave. The scariest part of it though isn't the monsters in the cave, it's actually the thought of being lost in a cave. Like anything to do with cave-in or being in a dark, like tight enclosed space. I guess claustrophobia. I don't think I have claustrophobia in real life, but the idea of cave-in and being stuck in a cave or a cave-in, anything like that for me is really, ugh, I don't like it at all. So that's the scariest part. So tonight I'm gonna watch part 2, I think. But yeah, I've just been watching like old horror films, kind of bad horror films probably. I watched what did I watch the other day? As Above, So Below, which is about, kind of similar, that's why I wanted to watch The Descent after, about this group of people that go into the catacombs in Paris. Okay, I like this. This is kind of fun. He does look like a cat. Whoever said he looks like a cat, he does look like a cat. Doesn't have a body though, unfortunately. I mean, I haven't given him a body, but I also won't. We'll move on. What are your favourite Neocolor colours? That's a tough one. Oh, actually, no, it's not that tough. I probably can pick like 4 or 5 that are my absolute ride or dies. Let's see if I can find them. You'll be able to tell because I either have multiples of them or they're really small. But I don't know if I can tell you the actual names of them. Let's see. There's a couple of greens that you have to pick between, you know. Okay, so just on the top of my head, I'm gonna go with these and apricot, which I've lost. Is it here? That's salmon. Salmon's a nice one too. Is this one apricot? This one's apricot. Alright. So my favourite Neocolor colours, 5. These are 5. Apricot. I'll do it over here for you. Apricot. That's apricot. This one is olive green. And then this one is light cobalt blue. This one I believe is rose. It's just pink. And then this one here is jade. So those 5 there are my favourites. Rose has been there, but to the catacombs. You survived though, yeah? Because this group didn't survive. They didn't make it out alive. Only 2 made it out alive. The blue and yellow is so nice with the brown. Yes, I love the blue actually with it. It's a nice highlight colour, isn't it? Okay, I think this one's going to be a good one to do because it's kind of chunky. So maybe we should just draw this one with a line and see how it goes. Warm up the old wrists. The old wristaroonies. Oh, this guy looks like he's got he looks like he's dressing up to go to like an 80s party, you know, like a fancy dress party or something with that hair. And also he kind of looks like the guy from, oh, what was that cartoon? Futurama, you know, the squid guy. Very dignified. This guy here, I want to give him another eye though. He has to have another eye. Oh no, it's looking the right way. I mean, I want it to look the wrong way because that was what's funny about it. Yeah, I don't know if I like this one either. This is a hard bird. If anyone's drawn this bird today and you succeeded, props to you because I'm finding this very difficult. I like it when the eyes are really dark. I almost feel like cheating. I skipped this and doing the penguin for tomorrow. It's not cheating, don't worry. You can skip or do as many as you want. I would probably, I don't know if I would skip this one. I probably would just keep drawing until I found something I liked. I'm not sure how far we're gonna get tonight. I wanted to try and do the main drawing too tonight. But if I wasn't on stream, I probably would just keep drawing until I like something. But that's only because I'm hosting and I feel like I need to, you know. If I was doing this, if I was just doing this as a participant, I probably would skip it. Hello April, I finally got home. It's 9:45 here in South Africa, but I'm here for it. Nice. 9:45 p.m. yeah? No, a.m.? Wait, no, p.m. Yeah, you guys are at night. You guys are at the same, almost the same time zone as us, like an hour difference. 2 hours difference right now. He looks like an old man with that beard. I nearly skipped, but it was so fun drawing the bird in charcoal. Charcoal, that could be interesting. Alright, this one here, and then we're gonna try that flying one again, I think. Do you take your sketches into Procreate? Do you have to go through Photoshop first? I used to draw in Procreate, but I don't remember. If I do my sketches to do as a print or into a zine, I will take them into Photoshop. And I will tidy them up in Photoshop. Obviously not everyone has Photoshop though. You can take things into Procreate. So like if you had a scanner, I'm trying to draw at the same time. If you had a scanner, you could like scan your drawing and then you could take that, like copy it over to your iPad. And I think Procreate has some tools, like it has curves, it has hue and saturation. So you could probably do a similar thing as in Photoshop, just like tidy the sketches up and draw over them. So that's if I'm gonna do that's if I'm gonna take a original, traditional and do a zine. But if I'm gonna make something, like for the children's book I was working on recently, I did a lot of tidying up in Procreate. So I scanned them in and I made them nice in Photoshop, like the lighting and everything. And I put that in Procreate and I drew over the top of them. So it just depends what it's for. So do you just mean that you want it for tidying up? This bird is so ugly funny, but I don't feel bad that my drawing looks strange. Yeah, you kind of can't because the bird is so weird looking. And like if you have drawn a lot of birds up till now, like if you've done, you know, a week of birds, you know that you can draw birds, you know? I mean, some of those birds were very nice to draw. Like the stone chap was a very easy bird, I think, to draw. Like a very beginner friendly, if you've never drawn birds before, you could easily draw that bird and you'd be happy with it. And by the time you get to this bird, you're kind of like, oh, it's not me, it's the bird. Just blame it on the bird. Okay, I think this one I like so far the best. Let's do it with a different color, not a neon. Maybe that's what's putting me off of the birds. Not that one, not that one. This one. Lemon yellow. I think this is lemon yellow. Yeah. I was just wondering how the layers translated over. Okay. From Photoshop to Procreate. So in Photoshop, if you set up layers in Photoshop and you save it as a PSD, you can bring that into Procreate and it will have the layers for you. But some things it doesn't copy over very well. Like if you have groups, I think, or if you have any effects in Photoshop, masks and things, those things I don't think bring over very nicely. Tell you what, this is the struggle, guys. I like your current bird. This one here, I think this is my favorite too so far, actually. See if we can do something with this one. Makes sense, yeah. I think so. I haven't used Procreate for a long time, for like months now. I like this sketch too. Thanks, Liz. I like the eyes going in different directions. Yeah, me too. That's what I love about this bird, actually. He's so derpy looking, isn't he? Only problem is he doesn't have a body. Like, his body is so long. I don't know if I should just leave it like this on the square and just not have a body, or if that's like cheating. What do you guys think? Do you think I should just have him long on the page, or just have the head like this? I don't think in Birbfest I've ever just had a head, but hey, I mean, rules are made to be broken, you know? Oh yeah, he's got a little nose here. Okay, that's fine. Just trying to figure out what to do with his head. I like him short. Yeah, I like him short too. Maybe we can just pretend he's short. So maybe like, okay, so if this is the page here, the square. Let me zoom. Zoom. You got me hooked on luminous pencils, so thanks for enabling my addiction. So you're very welcome. I need to set up my affiliate links, so when I enable people, I get a little kickback. Alright, cool. So like, normally the bird would be really tall like this, right? But maybe we just draw him like a little stumpy bird. Like this. And then he's got like a really big head like this. And then his wing comes down, and then he's just got a little tail like out the side maybe. Like this. And then I don't know what he can be sitting on, because he's normally sitting on a tree. So maybe he's sitting on like a little stump that goes off the page like that. I think that would be cool. And then we can put some little stars behind him. I don't know if he is nocturnal, but I have a feeling he's like a nocturnal bird. Like this. What do you guys think? There is a free alternative to Photoshop. It's called GIMP. There's also another one too called... I know some people have it on here. I think Artie. I don't know if Artie's here, but... What is it called? Affinity Designer, Affinity Studio, Affinity something like that. If he was on the floor, he would just be a short stump anyway. He would be. I don't know where his body would go though. Do you think it would go behind him? Critter. Is Critter free as well? Alright, we're gonna fill up. Oh, this guy. Imagine waking up and seeing that. That would scare you. I drew this first on this page if you guys came in a little bit late. And I didn't like him, this one here, so we're going to draw him again. Yeah, Affinity is what I was thinking, but also Critter. I haven't used Critter. I mean, I haven't used any of those because I've always had Adobe with my job. Every job I've ever had, I've always had Adobe. So I can use it for free, which is very lucky. If I ever leave my job, I would have to get it myself. And I probably would pay for it, to be honest. At least the programs I use, just because I've used them for so long. Like, I've used Photoshop since Photoshop 5, and some of you weren't even born when Photoshop 5 was out, maybe. Yeah, Affinity Designer is like Illustrator, and then there's Affinity Studio, right? Or something like that, which is a Photoshop. Okay. 1 second. I like this here. It's like he's got a little necklace. Okay, we're going to draw this guy again. I can draw him kind of like half blind and half looking. And I'm not going to draw his skinny neck. I'm just going to draw him like a big, like this. Art Studio. Yes. Yeah, I think this one also doesn't work out very well because he's looking right at you, where this one is on a 3/4. I think 3/4 always is my favorite to draw. I've got to take Chops out for a walk. Oh, good luck, Liz. Be careful. It's very icy out there. Is anyone else, does anyone else have snow right now? We got a tiny little bit yesterday. It was here for about 5 minutes. And then it disappeared. And then the sun came out. My mum, who's currently in Bulgaria, she had heaps of snow, like inches of snow the other day. She sent me a picture. But today, she said it was 18 degrees. And that all the bees had come out because they were confused and all the bugs had come out. So I think it must be some kind of crazy global warming, climate change malarkey going on right now. I finished my poetry drawing this morning. We had snow the other day in Berlin. Oh, that must be nice. I haven't been to Berlin, but I'd love to go. I can just imagine it snowy there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of reaching for colours, but I don't know what I'm doing. 0.5 centimeters, I would guess. Yeah, that's not much at all, is it? I like that the birds people's not even the same size. Yeah, is he drunk? Yeah. There's definitely something wrong with him. There's definitely, I think he must, you know what? Maybe it's like, you know, at nighttime when you go to bed, and unless you're a vampire, in which case you go to bed in the daytime, but let's say that we're all humans here. So let's say you go to bed night and then you wake up to go to the loo, whatever, unless you're one of these youngins who can sleep through the night without going to the toilet. And you can see in the dark, right? Basically your eyes have adjusted. But then if you turn the light on, I don't know if you guys do this, but if like in the morning, if it's dark and I have to turn the light on, I always like with one eye shut. And I think it's normal, right? It's like so that you have your night vision when you turn the light off again. So what I'm thinking is, he's a nighttime bird. A light has come on somewhere, maybe it's the moon, maybe it's a street lamp, and he's like shut his eye so he can keep his night vision. And then when he opens his eye again, one of his pupils is bigger because it's been expanded because of the light. Science stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm not a scientist. I'm just guessing here. So it's either that or he's drunk. I mean, he's drunk is probably more realistic. We got 7 inches in Kentucky with 2 inches of ice. 2 inches of ice underneath the snow. That sounds scary. Artie says, this is Artie. She's coming in with her Affinity review. Affinity Studio, best part of Affinity Studio is the one-time payment, full featured apps on iPad, and the ability to use all 3 softwares interchangeably on the same file, switching while working. And Artie is sponsored, and she actually is the CEO of Affinity, so she would know. We've had snow on and off for a while. It snowed this morning, but kind of melting already. I bet you must get a lot of snow, right, where you are, Wendy? He might have a concussion. He might do. But look, Diana says that I explained it and I got it spot on. So I'm going with Diana. I'm taking that and I'm running with it. And I actually am a scientific genius. So that's just what I'm getting from this conversation. Alright guys, I'm kind of bored of drawing these weird sketches now. Let's just do one more to kind of, I don't think we've done this one. Just to kind of round it out. Not my favorite, to be honest. I haven't really enjoyed any of these sketches. I do like this guy. This is definitely a Christmas song. There's one album in here called Holiday something, and it's just Christmas songs. But I've got this huge playlist of like 42 songs. It's not that big a playlist, actually. I've seen bigger. Alright. Let's do one more and then we're going to move on, okay? And like, watch this turn out to be the best drawing of the night. Some years we might get a good dump in January or February. I thought you guys would get heaps. Because you're so close to like the mountains. See, this guy's definitely looking for something, isn't he? It looks like he's seen something. We're gonna exaggerate the eyeballs. And then we're gonna move on. So we've been doing this for an hour. I would say normally these pages, if I'm not talking to people and I'm actually just drawing and watching Gilmore Girls, have taken me about half an hour to 45 minutes, roughly. So we're not too far behind. I haven't taken much time with these sketches. They've been a bit all over the place, to be honest. So I'm kind of hoping that the final goes okay. We'll just have to see. Not in the valley I live in, we're pretty sheltered here. Yeah, we're sheltered here too, you know. Like, if it snows all around us, we won't get snow here. That's what I've seen anyway for the last, like, couple of weeks. I love Gilmore Girls. Yeah, I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls again. It's like maybe my 6th time watching it, but this time I'm watching listening to a podcast, the Gilmore Guys podcast, if anyone's heard of it. And so I'm watching like an episode and then listening to an episode of the podcast. So it's going kind of slow because I go through periods where I'll do it for a week and then I won't do it for another month. Just, you know, kind of like get out of it. So we just finished season 5, so I've got 2 more seasons to go, and then I'll probably watch the Year in a Life again, which I've only seen once. I didn't like it, but I'll probably watch it again just for the podcast. And that's what I've been doing. That's basically what I've been doing at work and in the mornings. Alright, so this guy is the Northern Potoo. Let's just draw his name somewhere so we don't forget. Hello from Cape Town. Hello, Cape Town. Summer here. I need to rub it in. What's this guy called? Northern Potoo. I started with the fest yesterday and now I'm obsessed. Had a lot of fun drawing Potoos. The one you're busy with is cool. Oh yeah. Did you start with the yesterday's bird? I forgot what yesterday's bird was. That's cool though. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Northern. I think this bird is the hardest bird in the list. So if we can get through this bird, it's all going to be downhill from now on. There is another bird coming up, and I think he's also on the short list. He's like that bird that looks kind of like a dinosaur. I forgot what he is now, but that one also could be a little bit tricky. But I think most of them are going to be pretty cute. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow's a penguin, isn't it? I love penguins. I love drawing penguins, guys. Excited for the penguin. Okay, so here are the sketches. I haven't really enjoyed sketching this guy. Nothing to do with him. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of any of my sketches tonight. But I think we have one that could work, which is gonna be this one here. I think he's the cutest, and we're gonna draw him like this. So we're gonna give him some little legs, a little tail, and put him on a little stump. So that's the plan, guys. So I have some paper that I prepared earlier. This paper here. We'll get out our paint, and I may have to hair dry this off after. I'm looking forward to the Cuban toddy. Yes, I don't remember what that one is, but I do remember he's very cute. Is that the last bird on the list? Oh no, it can't be if it's in the short list. And then here's some water I made earlier. He is brown water, but it's fine because it's a brown bird. So we're not going to worry about it too much. And then I have this lovely swatch list here that we can kind of reference as we go. So I just put that in front of me, and then because some of these colors are very difficult when they get into the darker colors, like when they get into the blues and the purples, they look very similar. Also the greens, as you can tell, I never use greens. I don't really like green. I mean, I love green, but I don't really use a lot of greens, so I hardly ever use these greens. I don't use the purples because purple is the devil's color, as everyone knows. And then these bright reds, those are kind of like the three main colors I don't use in a lot of my art. Bright reds, bright greens, and purples. Last shortlist. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I have to look it up. But I do remember he's a very cute bird from what I remember, because that's how he popped him on the shortlist. Let's have a look. What's tomorrow? The penguin tomorrow. The Magellanic penguin. Very cute. And if we go up, 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 up. Should find the Cuban, this guy here, right? This little ball of fun here. He's a cutie pie. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Alright, so let's put it back onto this one. So we can know what we're drawing. What one is it? I've lost it. Was it this one here, guys? Yeah, it must be, because it's got his little necklace on. I'm also using Kurotake. Nice. Yeah, I really like these ones. I was going to use my other ones, my Art Nouveau ones, but they're a little bit pastel-y. I actually, at the start of the thing, I did the colours, all the pastel colours here. So this was my original plan. I was going to use all the pastels from the Art Nouveau set. I was going to use my blacks from Choosing Keeping that I got, and I was going to use my neons, which I have been using. But then I did the first bird with these pastels and I didn't like them. So I switched. I switched back to these ones, which I used last year. So, and I really like these ones. Oh, sorry, I didn't mute them. I forget you heard that. Okay, let's just sketch him out real quick just to make sure that we can fit him on the page. Itchy nose, sorry. Okay, I'm still a bit sick, guys. I do apologize. I'm not gonna do him like super crazy. I'm just gonna literally draw just his shape so we can figure out. I'm gonna draw him real fat. He's gonna be like, he's just had Christmas and he wasn't sick at all, and he had all of the cheese and crackers. Okay. And then the little stump, we're just gonna like do a little stump like this. Maybe he's like that. And then just kind of like separate him a little bit. And that's like as much as I do for my sketches. You literally can't even see it. Like that's how much I do. So it's not like a crazy sketch. It's just kind of to mark the page, just so I can make sure he fits on the page. I don't understand how you haven't enjoyed drawing this guy. For someone who finds being loose hard, this guy is so freeing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you. I just didn't enjoy him. I didn't enjoy yesterday's birdie. I mean, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. It's not like I slogged through it and I hated every second. I don't find as much joy in drawing some birds as others. Like they don't come as easily, I guess. Like this bird here, I mean, looking at him now, I think the page is cute, you know, but when I was drawing him yesterday or the day before, I just didn't like it. Maybe I'll look back at these tomorrow and I'll be like, oh, they were actually really nice and it was super fun. So I don't know, sometimes I just like the lines like this, like it just doesn't, you know, it's like when you're warming up. Anyway, enough of that. Let's draw this guy. I'm gonna draw him super, I was gonna say super white, but that's not right. I'm gonna draw him like lots of white space. Because he is gonna have color, but I think his color will come a lot from the pencils and things more than the paint this time. So yeah, I'm not really going off. I have the sketch up there, but I have the reference up there, but I don't really go from the reference after I have a sketch that I like. I tend to just go off the sketch. I do love all. They look great in singular. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed the process. I do think though, I mean, sometimes, you know, I say, and other people on Instagram, you know, other artists on any platform, they'll say they haven't enjoyed drawing it, or they don't like what they've drawn. And I understand. Like I do this with other people. I look at their work and I think, wow, it's like really awesome. I wish I could have done that. And I don't understand why they haven't enjoyed it, or why they don't like the final. And I think it's just really personal. It's like, maybe you just weren't feeling it that day. Maybe, you know, I mean, I think it's, you know, when you've done something you don't like, or when you've done something you do like. And I think it's okay to say that you don't like something you've done. I don't think it's bad. And I don't say things to get like, you know, compliments. Although the compliments, I do enjoy them, so keep them coming. I'm so bad I haven't started yet. Barbara, don't even worry about it. Just pretend you're on a different time zone. Okay, so for this color here, I actually don't have this color. So we're gonna just kind of maybe leave it, and maybe I'll do that with the actual marker. That could be kind of nice. But we will use the bright yellow for the eyes. I think that'll be cool. You gotta kind of work these a little bit to get all of the color. All right. I am a bit nervous about using this neon in the eye because it is very neon, but at the same time I don't care because I think it's gonna be fun. It's also hard keeping it up, so don't worry. Some birds I also finish late at night. Yeah, and just post it tomorrow, post it whenever. Like I'm literally 2 days behind right now. Like I know I'm doing this bird, but I haven't finished my lorikeet. It's on the couch over there, half finished. And look, I give you permission, I give anyone permission to be late or to skip. Let's put some neon somewhere else. Let's put like just a little bit in the wing. I like to just put a little bit somewhere so that it kind of isn't just one thing, it kind of blends in. I think that's okay. It's very, not a lot of paint on this one, but I'm okay with that actually. I think it might be nice to just do a lot of white space on it. I think that's quite nice. And you also use this marker here, which this marker is the color pink beige, which I don't know if I have a refill for this. And it is running out, so let's pray it lasts. And I think I'm gonna try and mop this paint up a little bit so we can dry it. Do you have a tip for digitizing paintings with neon colors? Scanner just does this and then shrugs. Yes, Annie, I'm 100% with you there. My scanner also just shrugs. I think all scanners will shrug. I don't think you'll be able to find a scanner that scans in neon. I chose to do neon for these because I really love neon. I want to sell the originals, and I'm hoping that people that love neon will also love these. And I'm not really too worried about the prints because I have done a lot of scans with prints with neon, and you can't get the neon. Like, you just have to kind of just go into it knowing that you're not going to get the neon. Even if you can scan it in, you won't be able to print it out with that color. So you just have to just match it as the best you can with a lot of like hue and saturation is what I try and do. But modern print, like, you're not going to be able to get the neon printed out even if you can get it in. One thing that I did see when I was visiting Artie in London, we went to this art show. And Artie, I can't remember the name of the girl. I don't think you probably won't be able to either because it was quite a while ago. But she printed her prints out and then she painted over the top with neon. So it was like a print, but then it was embellished. So that's like one option you can do. If it's something that's just a block color like this, I think that'll be the best option. Obviously, if it's something like this and that's not gonna work. But there, sorry Annie. Until the technology gets better, it's, you know, that's what we're gonna live with. So when these prints come out, it's not gonna be this color. It'll probably be more like this color, which is fine. Which is fine. I started with the Ross's Choraka yesterday, did some pipe and plovers after the Potos. We'll catch up on all the ones I missed in between. Wow, you're gonna go for it. I'm very impressed. You can do it. I believe in you. The neon looks completely different in the palette. Yeah, the neon is so nice. I'm like obsessed with it. The yellow is amazing. But yeah, it does look a lot different. Look at that. Photos work better. Oh, Artie, yes, thank you. I was going to say that. You can take a photo of it. But you still won't be able to print it out though, will you? I think as artists, we tend to have an image in mind when we start something. And if it doesn't look exactly like that, we're disappointed. But someone on the outside who did not have your original vision in mind just sees it for what it is. That's very nice, Wendy. I like that. That's very, I like that way of summing up your thoughts there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put you on be right back, and I'm just gonna whiz this with a hairdryer, okay? Alright, I think the music stopped. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I don't even know if anyone can hear the music, to be honest. I can barely hear it myself. I found no joy in the hummingbird. I thought he was a mockingbird. I remember, I think, was it you who said that on Instagram? I remember someone saying that on Instagram. I didn't mean to sound like I was telling you off for not loving the process. I forgot I was talking to humans. I usually only talk to my kids. No, it's cool. I get it. I feel the same sometimes when I see other people, when other artists say they don't like they post something and they say, oh, I didn't like this, or, you know, this isn't my best work. I think it's just, maybe sometimes it's like, it's not about the work, it's about the feeling they had as they were doing it. That's with me sometimes too. You would need a printer that had neon ink cartridges to reproduce them. They don't exist as of yet, I don't think. Right, Rizzo printing can do neon, but obviously that's a different technique. So that wouldn't work for most circumstances. All right, here's my pen. So it's not completely dry. There's still a little bit of wet here, but I figured we can kind of just go in and color this little dude in here while we're waiting. So basically what I've been doing is I've been trying to kind of replicate my sketch, make it a little bit neater, so it kind of has an original feel, but also keep that sketchy quality. So that's what I've been trying to do. You can get it with Pantone neons on a professional offset machine. That's cool. When you do parrots, you tend to use the actual colour while you take more liberty with the colours of other birds. Do you think if you try spontaneous colours for parrots, you might like it better? Yeah, maybe. So like I have done kind of, like I have kept, like this colour is very close to it. This colour is very close. I mean, sometimes I add blue and stuff in, but I mean, obviously neon orange is not in real life, or neon yellow. But with the parrots, it's not actually the colours. It's the, I think it's the beak, which sounds weird. Also, there's too many colours. Like, I love colour, guys, but this rainbow lorikeet, like what's he trying to prove? You know, you don't need all those colours, friend. Like, calm down. But sometimes I think it's also just because I'm used to drawing garden birds. You know, cute little fluffy birds. They're very easy. And when I'm faced with something that's a little bit harder, maybe I just I get a little bit, you know, what's the word? You know, like when you fight it, confrontational. I'm curious about Riso. I don't know if it's Riso or Riso printing, but know nothing about it. But Wendy, I was telling Artie the other day that I really want to learn how to do Riso printing, like do a course and actually learn how to use the printer and everything. It's not like I'm ever going to get a Riso printer, but that would be funny. You're not at home unless you screen print over it. Yeah. Or you could just paint on it. I think that would be the best option if it was like a block of colour. Right. Let's see. What are we doing? We're drawing the little dude. Is this the right colour? I can't remember if this is the right colour that I used. Yeah. Okay. This is where it could all go wrong. This is where I get nervous when I start doing like with crayons. I'm not going to even sharpen this. He's quite blunt, see? But I think it's fine. Oh, it's so nice when it does the focusing. When it changes focus. Oh, no, it doesn't do it. It's so cool. Look at that. Wow. Someone asked me what my favourite ecoline colours are. Okay, well, let me just do this quickly and then we can have a look. We'll do a deep dive into the ecoline colours. Oh, we did it, guys. It's all gonna work out. I was a bit worried about that line. This doesn't look anything like a Potoo, but it's fine. I get nervous about doing the eyes too, just in case I'm not going to meet the circle. Oh, I did it! Alright, now we're going to do a big one over here. Or a little one over here. And a big one over here. I made them kind of similar sizes. Yeah, I like it that they're offset, but I don't like it so much that that one's bigger than the other. I've been trying to bring a bit more texture in. So, see like the eye here, I kind of like made it a bit rougher. Kind of like that. It gives it more of a sketchy feel. Alright, let's have a look at the ecolines. The ecolines are kind of hard. I have a lot of them. I do go to the same ones a lot, though. But it really depends on what I'm drawing as well. It's probably going to be the pinks, to be honest. I really like the pinks and the beiges and things. Yeah, this black was really nice too, actually. So I think these are probably my favorites. These are the ones I use the most. These four. See the color palette there? Sometimes these ones are just too bright, you know, like ones like this too bright for like sketches. This one's a nice one too, actually. So we've got Prussian blue, pink beige, pastel red, deep ochre, and apricot. Let's have a look at them. Down here. Those four are beautiful. Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? So that one's the apricot. It's kind of the same color as this apricot. This one is the beige, pink beige. This one's pastel red. And then this one is the deep ochre. And it almost looks like gold. Like the pen looks like gold. This one here is Prussian blue. It's quite nice as well. I always get that one mixed up with this one though. They look the same, look at them. Oh, they are the same. I've got two pens that are the same. Look at Prussian blue, Prussian blue. Oh, they kind of look the same. This one here is what I meant. Ah, this one. That's nice. Indigo. Yeah, nice colours. This one's nice too, actually. Warm grey. Oh, I think I actually have. Yeah, I think that one's run out. Hey, Kama. Kama's here. Hi, Kama. I almost missed it. I'm here now. How are you finding these widow burbs? To be honest, we have struggled. We have struggled, but you know, we're getting through it. We're working our way through. And I am just yeah, I'm just drawing this little guy here. He's the only one of my sketches that I liked. Hasn't been my favorite bird so far, but I'm trying to keep it loosey-goosey, or should I say Lucy Potoo, and we're trying to make it work. So I want to put a little bit of this pen into here. I think that'd be nice. Kind of like on the edges. Because I really like the texture that these pens make. What next? We need to do the head. I'm just a bit nervous about the head, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna do it. Keep it super loose and light. Okay. I get so nervous. I don't like that either. Let's make it chunkier. Is the neon yellow paint also from Kotake? This one is from Choose and Keepin. It's this one here, Lumi Accent Color. They are is it Gansai Tambi is the actual name of, that's the name of the paint, right? Gansai Tambi, and Kurotake is just the brand. So these would be the same paints, just a different brand. Lumi. They're really nice. The yellow is my favorite. Thanks, Kama. I already posted mine. It's my favorite bird so far. I love that it looks like it's always out of it. Yeah, it's a crazy one. It is a crazy bird. Oh no, I'm using the wrong colour. Oh no, I want to use this one here. Oh, shame. Just noticed that now. That's fine. Where's the blue? Like, this is what happens. My desk becomes an absolute minefield. I can't find anything, but this is just how I work. You know? I just got the set of 30 additional colours of Ecoline brush pens. They only have muted colours but no red. I don't think I've seen those. I've been collecting mine just like, oh, I like this one, you know? I like this one, I like that one. Okay, let's do some feathers. And then I was using this pencil. I'm basically, look, this is what I do. I just try and copy myself. I don't know if you guys ever do this, just copy yourself because you think you're amazing. But I do all the time. I am gonna get inspiration from yourself, you know? I'm trying to make my little lines really wobbly. So just like kind of shaking your hand as you go. And then maybe one up here. I'm gonna go around them like this. And see how like I come outside of the line and just like make scratchy, kind of like scratchy, I don't care what happens marks. That's just what I've been trying to do to kind of keep it loose. And things like going around the lines, like just, I don't know, just weird things that you might not do normally. Because you're like, oh, it's a nice final drawing. I don't want to do weird stuff. Just embrace the weirdness. I copy myself and even trace my own work digitally out using tracing paper. Yeah, I used to do that all the time actually. Use, like when I was doing digital stuff, I would trace my work. Like bring my, I don't like that. I don't like what I did there. Let's get rid of it, guys. Should we see if we can get rid of it? Erase it with our water. And actually, another thing that I've been doing that I've been really enjoying, I'll show you in a second. Okay, I feel like his head needs a little bit more, but I don't want to do anything more to it because I quite like how white it is. But I'm just going to do a little bit of like under the eye shadow because I've been enjoying giving all of my birds, not all of my birds, but a lot of my characters lately little shadows under the eyes, like they're really tired. Maybe I'm just projecting myself onto them. So what I've been doing is I've been using gouache here. This is my Holbein gouache, my palette that I've made. And I've almost run out of white. I need to fill up the white in there. But I've been trying to kind of like fix mistakes with the gouache, but it's not really fixing mistakes. It's almost like making mistakes on purpose so I can fix it later. And it gives it kind of really nice texture. So like here I'm like fixing that mistake I just made. Like it wasn't really a mistake and this isn't really fixing it, but it kind of gives you the feeling, like it gives the piece a feeling of many layers and many, I don't know, kind of like you've gone through it. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it kind of gives me the feeling that I have tried to fix it. It's like a sketch, you know, like it's messy. It's gone through different layers. It's not perfect. That's kind of the feeling that I'm trying to get, if that makes any sense at all. Texture. Yes, texture. Texture, but also kind of the feeling of not being final. Like, it's okay to mess up because you can kind of fix it. That kind of feeling. I don't know. And I haven't done this a lot on many of them. I've only done it on a little bit. But I have kind of enjoyed doing it, so. It's like adding random marks or, and if the brush is kind of dry, I'll just zoom in a little bit. This bird feels a lot less than what I have done in the past. Like with the last week, it feels a lot less work. Like I basically, like this almost feels like not a finished piece. Even though my other pieces have been really loose, this feels like too loose. I think it's the huge eyes that make it feel like that. And maybe there's no color on the head. Do you guys think it needs some more detail on the head? I can't tell. How do you choose the colors for your little gouache palette? I have this palette down here that I did months ago, and this palette has more colors. So this palette has this many colors, which is more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it's got 21 colors. This one has 4 times 4, whatever that is. So I basically started from this that I'd already made, and I picked the colors that I liked, and I just made it up. That's all I did. I just basically, I iterated that one. Maybe it needs a little like pink, yeah? Do you think on the head? Let me zoom out a little bit, it's very light. Yeah, there's no contrast actually. That's what I'm getting, there's no contrast. Yeah, this palette isn't the best though. I got it on the recommendation of a few people, And I have to admit, like it has dried the paint up a bit. And I think some people even use, they use acrylic wash in here, which I wouldn't, because it does dry it up a lot. Just giving the feathers a little bit of, normally I would do this in Neocolor, but since I got the paint open, I might as well do it with paint. Giving the feathers a little bit of highlight. And the paint adds a nice texture as well. Do you think maybe we need to add some white to the eyes? I think they're too neon. I'm a bit nervous though. I was going to maybe take this, no, this one. Okay, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna take this one and I was gonna like draw on the bottom. I mean, I guess I'm doing it now. Okay, that doesn't do anything. You can't even see that. Maybe I woke up. Oh, I'm a bit nervous, but we're gonna try it. There we go. I think that's cool. What do you think? Just kind of gives it a little bit of depth. It's feeling a little bit, I don't know. Just gotta be careful though, because I don't want to make that Neocolor wet. Because if that Neocolor gets wet, that's water soluble, and we don't want, that's gonna make his eyes green, and we don't want green eyes. I think the paint dries in as you use it. I thought to spray mine with water, but I think that could help. Maybe distilled water to keep it from getting moldy. Maybe that could work. I have heard about them getting moldy actually. Oh, we should try and use a little bit of this green. I love this green. Where should we use it? Maybe here? Not sure about that, but we did it now. Okay, that's enough playing with paint. Let's do the little feet and the little stump. I think I'm just going to do the stump with this pencil. This pencil is quite nice. I think it will go nicely with all the colours we have. So I'm just going to literally just, I'm not going to do that. I had a little sticky outy bit, but I'm actually not going to do the sticky outy bit. I'm just going to keep it like this, like really simple. And then for the feet, I think pink. What do you think? No. Maybe apricot. Like apricot, right? That could be work. Could work. Or maybe a darker color. Yeah, darker color. Okay, let's do black. I'm going to do black, okay? No one's saying anything. Guys, I'm gonna do black for the feet, okay? Alright, I'm going for it. Yes, I like that. Black was a very good idea, and actually, let's make the eyes black. Gotta go. Okay, Nina, bye. See you next week. And let's make the beak black as well. I think that's what was throwing me off. I didn't have enough contrast. Ta-da! So I don't know about using the pink. I do like the pink though. The pink is nice. Let's add a few little more highlights. And maybe this one. See, I don't think the paint's dry. No, the paint's not dry. Oops. What do you think? What do you guys think? You think this is okay? You think it's gonna pass? You think I'm gonna win? Let's get a little bit of white Neocolor and make sure it's very clean, because we don't want any dirty. Sometimes I've used a white and it's had a tiny speck of like bright blue, and it really ruins everything. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of white just around the eye. Just like this. The neon is really cool, but I think it was just too much neon. I don't know what this is gonna look like. I've got it upside down right now, so I can't really see it. It looks really weird. It looks really weird, and I don't like it, actually. I don't like it. We're getting rid of it. Pretend that never happened. It's because the white was duller than the neon paint, if you can believe that. So drafty and cute. Thanks, Artie. The bird isn't too bad, is it? Either. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go over that with the neon yellow. Sometimes you try things and they don't work. Cool. I like the shadow, but I don't think it needed a highlight. I love how easily you can remove near colours. I know, that's what I love about them too. Sometimes it's a bit annoying because they are water soluble. So, like, you can obviously make a lot of mistakes with them if you forget and you put water on them. But a lot of the times I really like them for that reason. I actually, I'm not going to do it this year because I'm trying to do like a low buy or whatever. But I really want to try and use the Neo Color ones. Just to see how they are. I feel like they would have a different texture. If anyone's used them before, let me know if they have like a different texture, because they must have a different texture, right? If they must use different materials, surely, because one of them is water soluble and one of them is not water soluble. So it doesn't make any sense for them to be exactly the same. I think I'm done with this guy, guys. I think I'm done with him. I think we just need to draw some stars. So, I mean, I said I was done with that. I'm still drawing on him. I can't help myself. I just have to keep fiddling and going. Is that dry? Yeah. I don't want to cover that up. I didn't like that green there. The harder and not as smooth and not as blendy. Okay. They could be nice though. They could be nice. Like a little bit of a harder. They're a bit harder, but I like them. Less colours. Okay. All right, now we have the big question. What color stars? I'm thinking this pink and maybe a blue. What do you guys think? So I could do like, or maybe just like one big pink one right here, like this. Or maybe a blue one here and a pink one here, and then the blue would match here and the pink would match here. That's a good idea, April. Here we go. When it comes to doing the stars, you really just have to, or anything, like when I do the flowers, anything, you have to go in and you have to be 100% confident. You can't be messing around, because if the stars mess up, if you put it in the wrong place, if you mess up a line, the whole picture's ruined. So you have to go in and you have to trust yourself that you're gonna do it and it's gonna be okay. Give yourself a little pep talk, like, April, you got this, girl. I'm trying not to put my hand here because the eyes are still wet. Okay, so that star didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to. It was a little bit too close to the bird. See, my confidence, I ruined it by talking about being confident. Okay, it's fine now. I think it worked out okay. Let's do one little thing. If I have any white paint in here, I just really want to separate the star from the bird. I like him. How cute would it be if you could have a stuffed animal of him? That would, I don't know if that would be cute or would that be terrifying? Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of white. And I'm just gonna, I don't know if this is gonna work. This is what I was saying about the Neo colors. Sometimes using the Neo color is bad because I could very easily take this white and I could make it a light pink, you know? Okay, we'll let that dry and then we'll go over it again a little bit. Yeah, I think we're almost done, guys. He's just a silly, jerky little guy, isn't he? That's the good thing about drawing 30 birds or 31 birds or whatever it is. Like, even if one of them doesn't turn out very well, you still have like 29 or however many you have. So, okay, it wasn't dry. I really need to wait for things to dry. I'm just gonna dry this quickly. Guys, do you want to watch me hair dry something? Yeah, I'll put myself on mute. Ta-da! We finished. Right, let's try and make this star, fix the star up a little bit. And then I'll also go in, where's that pink goes? Fix this up a little bit. Like this, like it's not perfect, but it's not, it didn't really do anything. It didn't really do anything, but it kind of like separated it a tiny bit, you know? Happy party faces. Okay, we finished. I still think this guy's cuter though. What do you guys think? We finished. Guys, we did it. Okay, so let's see what we did quickly. I always like to do this at the end, just so we can kind of see what we did. I'll zoom out a little bit. Not too much, because sometimes I zoom out too much and you get like an eyeful. You know, you don't want an eyeful of... Alright, here we go. So, we started off slow, but we persevered and we kept going. I think this page is a lot better actually. And we did it, guys. So here's the final. He is a silly, jerky little boy, but I think he's really fun and I like him. I think he'll bring a smile on my face every day. Okay, that's lovely. I'm happy to hear that. Well, if I ever make a stuffed animal, you'll be the stuffed animal of him. You'll be the first to know, okay? Sign up to my mailing list to get your stuffed animal. Potoo. TBC, to be confirmed. All right, that's all, guys. I love Silly Chickens. I love your name. That's a good name. Guys, I think we finished. Yeah, we did it. We did a final. It wasn't like the best final, but we did it. And I guess we'll all meet again here next week. Yeah, I can't remember what the next bird is. If anyone can remember, let me know. It'll be on the short list. I can probably find it for you right now, actually. I go on my little phone here. And I go to my account because it's easiest to find. Let's have a look. So the short list is going to be Masked Trogon. The Masked Trogon. I can't even remember what that looks like. Masked Trogon. This guy here, he's a cool guy, isn't he? So this is the bird that we're going to be drawing next week, okay? So if you're around next week, Wednesday, same time, 7 PM UK time, we'll try and draw the final again and some sketches, and we'll have a lovely chat and catch up. So that's all for me. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Enjoy drawing your burbs. I can't wait to see them all. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.